tip comes from the 1980s. It's this.
The Mercedes 190e 2.5 16. Quite a mouthful, and that's not even the full title, because you've got to strap Cosworth onto the end of that, because Cosworth helped develop the engine. And that gives a clue as to what this car's about. Of course, every potential classic should have a good story attached to it, and that's the case with this Mercedes, because we got this car by default. Basically, Mercedes developed the 190e 2.516 Cosworth to go rallying, but just as they were ready to launch it onto the rally scene, Audi brought out the Quattro, and that changed everything. Without four-wheel drive, the Mercedes would have been absolutely hopeless. So they abandoned their plans to go rallying and decided to produce this road-going version instead. And it's a belter. It's really not an especially sophisticated car, four-cylinder engine, but it's powerful.
That 197 brake horsepower Cosworth engine is very, very good. Plus, and this is always good for classic status, it's got racing pedigree, because when the rallying plans fell through, Mercedes simply took it track racing instead. In the 1990s, it clocked up 50 wins and a German touring car championship.
In fact, in its day, Martin Brundle said this had one of the best handling saloon car chassis anywhere in the world, and he knows what he's talking about. This was very much the Mercedes equivalent of the BMW M3, and in truth, it really was always in the shadow of the M3. It was Cinderella, but the coach never came. But you know, that underdog factor is part of its appeal. Next to this, the BMW looks a bit, well, obvious.
Tempted? Well, if you are, you're best off going for one in black or silver with an automatic gearbox, which is why I'm driving a pink one with a manual box, obviously.
In a few years, these two will be proper, all-the-medals classics, without the beady image, the rampant engine failure, and the moss on the seats. So my advice is, buy one now, before everybody wants them.